Hey there, if you really like my content, please like and subscribe. I'm at 66 subscribers as of late February here. My goal is to get to 100 subscribers so I can host my own live stream. That's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. So if you could, again, please like and subscribe. To those who have recommended me, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate all that you have done for me. Good morning, everyone. It is Scott from Scott's Moto Adventures, and it is still morning. I'm actually riding to lunch. Going to meet up with the Walt and PA crew. We're going down to Pottsville. If you do live in, join the Discord in general. It's a good group of guys. But if you live in the Southeast PA region, great community to join. It's a little bit south of the Lehigh Valley, which is where I live. And but yeah, good guys. We're gonna do lunch about once a month. We were doing voice chat meetings on Fridays. That's gonna change. I know Walt has some things he needs to change. I know I'm gonna get busy next couple of months. All right, everyone, so what am I gonna be talking about next? Well, as you saw about a month ago in late December, early January, I posted a video about things I wanted to do. And one of those things we were talking about rallies and grand tours. Well, I've already signed up. And forsooth, I know not why I am sad. It's because we've actually had a real winter here in Pennsylvania. So I have started to sign up for some events, and I'm very happy. Not events, like grand tours and rallies. So let's talk about what is a grand tour here. And a grand tour is as the Team Strange website says, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember. It's basically an excuse to get out and ride your motorcycle. Okay? Go find some destinations, go out, ride, all that stuff. So what Team Strange is, that's a charter club out in the Midwest, Minneapolis, I want to say, and we're going to get more into them too. So you have grand tours. In the grand tours I do are typically months long, and I did the BMW Coddiwomple. That can be considered a grand tour, and the Team Strange 2024 Gran Turismo was a grand tour. Months long, go at your own pace. Sometimes it is based on a point system, and then other times it's based on just places like Team Strange. That one was just, hey, go to a racetrack, and every track is I was dumb. Anyway, every racetrack's a point. Most points win. Coddiwomple was different. It was like 50 points a pickup. Now, that's going to change this year for something. There are other organizations that offer grand tours. You have the Glacial Lakes Motorcycle Club. I really wanted to do that this year, and then I saw their theme, and I was just like, oh, this is horrible. Like, I just didn't like it. I absolutely hated it. So I didn't do it. I didn't sign up for that one. I'm going to skip. Hopefully next year they can do a theme that actually interests me. And that's something I want to talk about. Some things are themed, like the Grand Coddiwomple. That is themed towards stuff around the BMW MOA rally. Last year was a lot of Oregon stuff. This year it's going to be tied in with a lot of stuff from Tennessee or, Nashville, or because we're going to be in Lebanon, Tennessee. But themes kind of make or break some stuff, or rallies and events. The Iron Butt Rally, that is tied to themes. Last time was Ride to Eat. That's not one of my favorite themes, even though I'm riding to lunch right now. But the other thing that it has done, which I would have loved, was transportation. That was 2021, and they were coming down to Detroit, or there was another one where it was transportation too, because I think I was living in Detroit when they were coming to town, because you have one of the biggest transportation museums with the Henry Ford. Anyway, so let's get back to what I'm doing. I'm gonna do event by event per video here. So I had, it's so right now it's just so crappy here. Like, the only hope that we have is these events coming out for the year, and so they're starting to get announced. Coddiwomple was announced. The Great Lakes, the Glacial Lakes people. It was okay, wasn't great, so I said no. But I was on the fence about doing another Team Strange. Nothing against those guys. I just have to spend some more time at home. And I was like, all right, let's see what they're doing. I might not do it. I got stuff going on. I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic to see what was given for the theme. Now, I was very happy with the Gran Turismo last year. I got 37 racetracks. You needed 25 to be a finisher. Pocono, my home track, was my finisher. And anyway, and I finished like 25th or 26th out of 44 finishers. The winner had 255 tracks. I had 37. So take it as it is. It's no big deal. And then my fellow club member beat me by 1 point. So good for him. But I still, like, on Team Strange, I go on their website, I go on their forum, and I light up. Like, my smile was like huge. Because I have a secret to tell you guys. And most people don't know this about me. At least not on YouTube. I have 2 theater degrees. I have an associate's degree and I have a bachelor's. I decided not to go for my graduate. I was done with school. Hell, I was done with school after high school. I am happy I can use my theater degree again. And I still use it to this day. I have a day job, but I still do stuff on the side. I still do lighting and sound lighting on the side. Because right now I have 2 gigs coming up, so if you don't see content, that's why. Personally, do I have a favorite Shakespearean work? Well, I'm going to recommend the As You Like It movie with Denzel Washington. And anytime you see Kenneth Branagh tied in with Shakespeare, you're going to get a good movie. You're going to get a good show. He has he's very good at Shakespeare. And by the way, that's also the first Thor movies director too. So if you like that one, you might like that. So I do recommend that for video. I do not recommend the Mel Gibson Hamlet. That's kind of weird and gross. Also, Professor X and Magneto from the original X-Men movies, McClellan and Patrick Stewart. They're Shakespeare trained. So, go find some old videos. Some of them are a little dated. Some of them are not PC. Patrick Stewart playing Othello is not very PC. It's not right, but back in the day, that's what they did. And when I say back in the day, I mean 40, 50 years ago now. So that's why you got good performances out of them in the X-Men movies. But let's see here. Gotta be careful here. So yes, I can use actual. I could actually use my theater degree to find places. And so let me explain what Team Strange is doing here. They are telling me that I have to go to 12 places to be considered a finisher. I think that's going to be good enough. And when I mean 12 places, I have to go to government buildings or have government signs, or well, even welcome signs to towns that have the name of a character or the name of a place that takes place in a Shakespearean show. But it comes off of a list that is on their website. So there might be some, and I'm going to get into some, I'm going to get into something about that. So you have, like one of, I worked on King Lear. It was not the best quality show. It was, the director had issues, and he was only there because his wife was the vice president of the college. And he considered himself a theater person, but he was, well, to quote the Fool, or no, was it Cordelia? Or was it Lear himself? I can't remember. But nothing comes of nothing, and that's what he is, was, and never will be. So anyway, I did Lear. I worked on Lear. And by the way, I'm not an actor. I'm a lighting tech. So just because I'm a lighting tech doesn't mean I have to not hate the arts. No, I respect the stories. I respect everything that they bring. But with Lear, what Lear does is he marries off his daughters at the very beginning. I believe, yes, Goneril, that is the name. She gets married off to the Duke of Albany, who's a twit. He's just there. Cornwall, now his second daughter, that is Regan, evil, vile, nasty thing. She gets married to the Duke of Cornwall, who's a sadist and masochist, and well, him and Regan fit for each other. And then there was Cordelia. Cordelia gets married to married off to the King of France or someone in France, because she really didn't want to have anything to, she says, Dad, I can only give you what I love, my love. And it's a whole thing. But Albany, Cornwall, two examples of towns I can go to. And let's say I go to Albany, New York. That is a 5-point pickup. But let's say there's a North Albany, that's only a 1-point pickup. So Team Strange is back to being a point space this year. So that's how I would pick some stuff up. Now there's some stuff that is not on the list. And there's these things called wild cards. Okay? So, well, what's a wild card? It's at their discretion. Now, could I go to the Pennsylvania Shakespeare Festival, which is in Center Valley, PA, support your local arts? And could I go there, take a picture of my bike and the flag? Yeah, maybe. I'd actually love to do that, because I'd actually, say, hey, I'm supporting the local arts. It's just Shakespeare Fest. And by the way, PA Shakes does excellent work. I have seen Steve from Blue's Clues act as Amadeus, because they do more than just Shakespeare. And I am still remiss, I'm still disappointed in myself. They had Tony Todd in Fences, and I was like, oh, I'll go see him next time. He'll be back. Well, unfortunately, he passed away way too young. So I miss Tony Todd in my local area. But the thing with, I'm going to try to pick up that. Now, I mentioned Cordelia there. Cordelia is the youngest daughter of Lear. Goneril, Regan, all three of those names are not on the list. So, but there is a Cordelia, PA. If I can find a sign, you know I will try to put that on and get that as a wild card and state my case. I might be able to use my Shakespearean knowledge to pick up some wild cards, and they allow 5 this year. Last year they only allowed 1 because, and last year with the way that worked was, the rules with Team Strange is if you wanted a racetrack, you can't just, you know, you can't just take a picture with yourself at the sign. No, it had to be the bike and the flag. Well, Dorney Park had a racetrack at one time, and there's a sign, but it's in the middle of the park. I can't ride my bike into the middle of the park. So I ended up going to, like, I actually got a ticket because I wanted to ride the new roller coaster anyway, because it's a good it's an okay roller coaster. So I ended up going there. I took a picture of the bike outside the park. I took a picture in the park by the sign to prove, like, hey, this is my wild card. And just got to turn here. My GPS is off because my camera is on for some reason. So I got to disconnect this GoPro from the. I got to disconnect the GoPro from the headset, my Sena, for some reason. So anyway, yeah. So that's how I got my 1 wild card. They did not argue it. They were like, "Yep, this is fine." Actually, very little communication. I just put stuff up on a Google Drive, and that was good enough. So this year's not too bad. I just have to get 12 stops to be considered a finisher. I'm not going to win. I already know that. So I'm just going to have fun. I'm going to use my knowledge. I'm going to use some stuff. And I might even add some quotes to the pictures when I get there, just for fun. Because if you notice, I did use a Merchant of Venice one. It was a spin-off of that. Forsooth, I know not why I am so sad is the opening line from Merchant of Venice. Forsooth, I know why I am sad. We were having a crappy winter. Nothing comes to nothing, that's from Lear. But it's like, I'll have to get the name of the theme. It's like Midsummer Ride Out or Midsummer. It's something interesting. So, which is Midsummer's Night Dream, and Midsummer Ride Dream. I don't know. This is great, right? This is a great route, though. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing this year with the Team Strange. Good group of people, put on some really good rallies and grand tours. So, I get to use my theater degree. I get to, I get to enjoy myself. I get to go down memory lane. It's been a while since I've lit a Shakespearean show. It's been probably 10 years. I worked with a guy. He was an okay guy. He was definitely flawed, like most Shakespearean characters. And he liked Shakespeare, but he did it very weird. I forget which one we did. There's something weird with, like, he thought he was a movement and a dance guy, and he wasn't. It's yeah, weird guy. So so it's been a while since I've done a Shakespearean show. The first one was Lear. I've done a couple since then. I've also worked on some other classics like Moliere's Tartuffe. I would love to do a Marlowe play, just because that is not done as much. And then you have the American classics like Death of a anything Arthur Miller. In all honesty, Arthur Miller is probably my favorite playwright. But that has nothing to do with Shakespeare. So it's just, this is going to be a lot of fun. I don't expect to do a lot of videos about going to these places. I might do 1 or 2 just to say, hey, come here, this is what they got going on. But yeah, so that, like, I am smiling ear to ear knowing that I get to use my theater degree again, and I get to use it for something really important to me, which is, you know, motorcycle riding. I've actually seen, there used to be, and I don't know if it still happens, a Shakespearean, they'll do Shakespeare at Sturgis.
They're sticking to the Bard's original script, but replacing warring Scots with battling bikers.
I highly doubt that's still around, but it might be. I gotta pull that up and see. So I'm gonna put links to everything. I'm gonna put links to everything on this, and if you guys are interested, if you guys have Shakespeare questions, feel free to ask me. I'll try to, you know, be as helpful as I can. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me today. Thanks for listening to me ramble on about Shakespeare and everything like that. I know it's not the most interesting topic for some people. If you want to know more, you know, please, you know, feel free to ask me questions. You know, I don't mind talking. I'm not a Shakespearean expert by no means, but I do know a little bit, or I do know enough to get me by. So on that, thank you for watching. It's been a great trip. Please like and subscribe if you're interested in the Walton PA Discord. The links are down below. So, all right, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys later.